Dingoos, today we will be discussing MrBeast and his love for Bitcoin. Since 2016-17, he has been a big believer in Bitcoin, and it's been showing lately. And at the very end, we're going to elaborate on some potential things he could do in the future to expedite the adoption of crypto as a whole, as well as other sectors within the crypto industry for sure, like Ethereum, NFTs, etc., etc. Let's just jump right in and go back into time and where the first time I personally heard MrBeast talk about Bitcoin, and that is when he gave his mom $100,000. Let's listen in and let's hear what he says about Bitcoin. His first time I ever heard him talk about Bitcoin.
Actually, can you cash a check like this? Like, will they let you?
For 100,000?
What? It's the title. It's in the title. They know.
So there's really money to back that?
Of course.
Really?
Have you seen Bitcoin recently?
Yeah, but you don't have that much Bitcoin.
Alright, so I'm just gonna...
Okay, there he goes. First time I ever heard him bring up Bitcoin. 2017, when Bitcoin blew up, went to $20,000, pretty much. And, I mean, guys, he has a lot of Bitcoin. And as you can see, in 2017 as well, won money from a YouTuber. MrBeast paid me with Bitcoin. Absolute legend. 3 years ago, also in 2017, guys. So, I mean, I'm sure he's pretty happy following that for sure. And now let's go into some recent tweets. January 1st, he says, "I'd pay $1 million to see this." And what is he referring to? I want to see Elon Musk and Pop on a podcast together, right? So obviously Pop is a big Bitcoin advocate for sure. So there you go. As well as Pop's tweets, "Bitcoin is the future and gold is the past. Don't believe me? Just ask any kid under the age of 25. And MrBeast replies saying, "None of my friends own an ounce of gold, but they all have a little bit of crypto, LOL. Guys, we're going to talk about the impact of MrBeast holding Bitcoin and just talking about it on a regular basis, because it's getting more regular as time goes on. So it's very, very nice to see that for sure. And now let's listen into his recent January 25th when he sent pictures to the moon, but he also sent $1 million in Bitcoin to the moon. Let's hear what he has to say, because he kind of gives away his belief about Bitcoin in this for sure. So let's listen in.
Why Bitcoin? Why I'm putting $1 million in Bitcoin on the moon? I mean, it's just kind of funny. And also,
it's for the meme.
Part of it too is I do think Bitcoin will go up in value. So it's kind of funny, and obviously don't take investment advice from me, I'm a stupid 22-year-old kid, but I think it'd be funny if we put $1 million of Bitcoin on the moon, and then hypothetically 2, 3, we'll react in a second, 3, 4, 10 years from now, imagine that $1 million of Bitcoin is worth like $15, $20 million. Like, there eventually comes a point where like, someone might be like, wait a minute, it might be worth it to go get that Bitcoin on the moon. You know what I mean? And so I think it'd be kind of funny. At the start, it might be a little pointless, but I think as time progresses and Bitcoin becomes more valuable,
alien pirates.
I think it'd be hilarious. You know what I mean? Just to know, like, you know, every month you just look and it's like, oh, well, now there's $20 million on the moon.
And we can, you ever watch One Piece? We can make an anime about space pirates fighting for the lost treasure. Dude, I'm literally thinking about that.
Okay, so that's an amazing idea. So basically they sent $1 million in the moon, or they're going to when I believe the rover, the moon rover goes off this summer sometime. So this is an amazing idea. Send $1 million of Bitcoin to the moon and maybe incentivize some individuals, or just a future Elon Musk, or whoever wants to go and get that $20 million, $30 million, $100 million worth of Bitcoin on the moon, right? So that would be a fun little treasure hunt for the future entrepreneurs or investors or just adventurers, right? So that's a great idea. And obviously he says when that so he thinks it will 30x. That would be cool. And now let's listen. Oh, never mind. That is all. Except I just want to point out 52.3 million subs, guys. Huge amount. And now let's go to the average age of their viewers, right? And it is below 18 years old, right? And he has 6 channels, right? And below 18 years, they all are getting introduced to blockchain and Bitcoin. Very young. They are going to understand it. A lot of them are going to become an investor in it, and long-term holders, as well as utilizing the protocols on Ethereum as well as other blockchains as well. So this is, guys, the tsunami of investors are coming. They know about Bitcoin. They might have a little bit of money in Bitcoin, but you're longing innovation in future generations, guys. That's what you are buying when you invest in Bitcoin. We are so fortunate that we are ahead of the tsunami of individuals sick of corruption, sick of financial tyranny, and they understand it. They just don't have capital yet. So let's go ahead and summarize this. MrBeast will influence a generation 100%. Adoption curve, mental adoption curve goes from understanding Bitcoin, understanding Ethereum, and then understanding DeFi. And I would not be surprised that MrBeast will come out with NFTs, start using blockchain games, just using DeFi applications, integrating NFTs and tokenized NFTs into their platform, and maybe having a creator token. Definitely realistic in the future. I could definitely see that. And now let's do a little elaboration and a little speculation. So just say 50 million subs, which is a lot less than he has across all his channels. Buys $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. That's $50 billion increase in market cap, guys. And obviously that's little for Bitcoin, but it's significant for other platforms that MrBeast might start talking about. NFT platforms, DeFi protocols platforms, guys. So, I mean, if he creates a token, it's going to be traded on Uniswap and SushiSwap. So just imagine the rush to get those tokens if they're listed on Uniswap, which they will be if they come to market, right? And if they are an ERC20 token or all the other ERC or other Ethereum token standards, right? So let's talk about it is obvious that our generation will believe in digital assets and protocols, Bitcoin, Ethereum, DeFi, NFTs, and other blockchain utilities. Literally, we are right before a tsunami of individuals coming to crypto. It's going to be huge and it's going to be amazing, but also make sure you position yourself right because it might come before gas prices readjust. And it's already here. I mean, gas prices are $30 plus, but the only thing holding back the big wave in the little guys and the retail investors coming through and using these protocols are gas prices, obviously. I mean, no retail investors want to be paying $30 for a transaction. It's obviously, it's too much. And once that problem is solved, you will see mass adoption. Obviously, we all saw what happened with Wall Street Bets recently. And imagine if Uniswap V3 was live on XDAI or on ETH 2.0 and you could trade for pennies. That would have saw mass adoption in synthetic stocks. Imagine a synthetic GameStop stock listed on Uniswap, and nobody could do anything about that, right? No Citadel, no Robinhood, no third parties. It would be absolutely beautiful, and adoption will come. I'm so grateful to be ahead of the curve. And if you are watching this right now, you are also ahead of that tsunami, that incoming tsunami that is coming. And MrBeast might just be the leader of that next generation getting introduced into the blockchain world. But that is all for today. I really hope you enjoyed. I had a great time making this video for sure. Very fun video. If you would like to subscribe and like and become a Dingo today, link in the description for my Telegram and Discord. Join and chit chat. Awesome community for sure. And as well as go ahead and shoot me a follow on Twitter. Links are in the description, guys. I love all you guys. I really do. Excited for the future. But that is all for today. Peace out, Dingoos, and dingle dingle. Oh, dingle dingle.